virtual racing, you mentioned, being in simulators and such. It's gaining momentum. I have 500,000 fans tuned in to watch the Michigan Speedway race, and last weekend, Indy. Do you think this is going to change the sport? Is it going to stay with us? Is it going to run parallel with the series? What do you think? What's your thoughts on it?
I like to think that it's going to run parallel to some degree. I mean, the simulators are nothing really new for the drivers as far as I haven't had that opportunity before. But now it can become competition. And I see that the off season is going to be probably fertile with this iRacing again. I just see it because as you could, when you look at it, when you watch the races, that they're as real as, they're 95%, as far as watching the cars go around, except that, when there's an incident, it's spectacular, nobody's getting hurt. So that's a thing, but some of this, I think some of the incidents they had in Indianapolis, some of the guys are still up there in the air. They still haven't landed. But,
and your point about no one's injured, so it obviously the drivers are they have a different mindset than when they're
you
putting.
Better believe it.
It's so it appears. Yes, we won't go there unless you want to. But it was fun to watch them race virtually, and you enjoy watching it as well, I assume.
Absolutely, sure. I look forward, of course. Can you imagine not even having that even for us race fans?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah, we'd be
a lot less suicides in our world. John was very ambitious, in many ways, and when we look back, as you mentioned, as a family, the fact that we've been on podium together, and the 4 family members. 2 years in a row, in 1991, 1992, all 4 of us qualified for the Indy 500. I tell another story. 1986, the Pocono 500, they had a supporting race, like Indy Lights was there at the time. And my younger son, Jeff, was on pole for that race, and he won that supporting race. Michael was on pole for the 500, and I won the 500. Now, between the 3 of us as a family, nobody, paid a lot of attention to that, but we did. And there were moments, I look back, Brian, when this was not planned. It just happened. For instance, even Michael and I becoming teammates, but even before teammates, we were on podium together. In IndyCar, Michael and I were on podium 15 times.
Wow.
And we started first on the front row. We started 10 times, and we were first and second 5 times. Unfortunately, he won 4 times and only won. But nevertheless, can you imagine, when you look back, the pride that I had, to see this, and Aldo, of course, he's got there's 4 on each side, so he's got the 3 of them on his side that obviously pursued a dream that he had and was never able to realize because he just was not lucky, but nevertheless, he always supported all of us. Aldo had the same dreams as I did, when he was out of the cockpit, he was there with me in spirit. He was encouraging me, and never once did that ever made me feel like, why are you so lucky? Why I'm not, nothing like that.
No sour grapes. Huh?
No sour grapes at all, ever.
That's great.
And that's a beautiful thing. So again,
if you and Aldo were holding a crystal ball between you, would you possibly see another generation of Andretti drivers? Do you see that?
You never know. You never know. Here's the thing. I mean, the kids, the offspring, they're part of this environment. Michael has he has a set of twins, and I don't know if Mia, he has a boy and a girl, and the boy's name, he blessed him with the name of Mario, but they call him Rio, and Rio every time you look at him, he's got a car in his hands, and he's you never know where that's going to go. You know,
Oh,
uh, again, that could be another generation for sure. Well, it's be the same generation, a third generation, but
yeah.
um, I like to think that the motor racing will stay in our blood for a long time.